Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Game of the Week here on this Saturday morning. It is the 2021 Fall 2 City Soccer Championships. First up, we got the girls' game at 10 o'clock. That's the one that will be happening right now. Then the boys' game will be later on this afternoon at 12:30. But first things first, we got the ladies up first. And today, it's the Boston Latin School Wolfpack facing the Latin Academy Dragons. Latin School Wolfpack is the home team. They'll be in their white jerseys, while Latin Academy will be in their black and gold. These two teams certainly have a sort of a school rivalry going on with the exam schools anytime they face each other on the athletic field, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, or baseball, or any other sport. There's this little rivalry between these two exam schools, and of course they both start with Latin, so that's always something that these teams kind of look at as a rivalry as well. So, but today it's Latin School taking on Latin Academy, and in this Fall 2 season, it's been very different. Normally, Latin Academy is in the Boston City League as usual. Boston Latin School is normally in the Dual County League. But because of the pandemic and how everything is shuffled around for this Fall 2 season, Latin School has been playing with the Boston City League teams, and therefore they're part of the Boston City League in this City League Fall 2 soccer season. So with that being said, Latin School has done very well. I believe they're undefeated coming into this game against Latin Academy. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup to see if Latin Academy can knock off Latin School. On the flip side of it, though, is that Latin Academy's girls soccer team has now won the city championship 3 years in a row. They're the three-time defending city champions, and the last time they won was 2019 because that's the last time they had a season. However, this should be that kind of matchup where you have Latin School trying to knock off the defending city champs, but you got Latin Academy trying to knock off a team which I believe, again, is undefeated coming into this game. This should be a good one. Now, these two teams actually met earlier in the season. Latin Academy lost to Boston Latin School both times. It was 7-0, I believe, in both matchups, so it will be very interesting. Latin Academy won the toss, and they elected to receive. And as I mentioned, Latin Academy in the black unis with usually a yellow trim, but the numbers are white here this afternoon. And then Latin School is in the white uniforms with the purple trim. Folks, I think I'm going to take that back. Okay, Latin School is actually in the all-purple uniform. So that's Latin School in the darker uniforms and Latin Academy in the white uniforms. That's not what I was told was going to be the jerseys before the game, but that's okay. So Latin School in the purple jerseys, they won the toss and elected to receive. So Latin Academy in the white jerseys is the three-time defending champs. As we mentioned, both these teams have met twice so far this season, and Latin School took down Latin Academy in both matchups 7-0. So Latin School, or Latin Academy rather, is going to have a lot of work to do defensively to try to prevent Latin School from a lot of the goal scoring that they've been successful with so far this season. Nice job getting it ahead there for Latin School, as it looked like over the corner there was Lila Conroy for Latin School. And nice action in front there for Latin School, but there to save it for Latin Academy was their keeper. There's two keepers that are possibly the starters today for Latin Academy. It looks like that might be Sadie Sheaver in the net for the Latin Academy Dragons. Both her and Allie Tracy have been good goalkeepers for the Dragons this season. Latin School, again, dominating time of possession so far. Again, with a nice pass towards center of the field, but Latin Academy is there to deflect.
Come on, Lila. Come on, Lila.
Again, Latin School so far getting in the spaces they want to get to. And Latin Academy sort of tightening up down inside the penalty box there. You know, Latin School almost with an opportunity in front there, but Latin Academy able to poke it out. Latin School keeps it alive over near the sideline. Another drive towards the net, but it goes out of bounds. That'll go back to Latin Academy. do see the clock in the corner there. It's tough to see from our vantage point. But we'll do our best to try to keep you up on the time here for this game.
Come on, Lila.
This game being brought to you from Carter Field in Roxbury. It's just off of Columbus Ave, right on the other side of Ruggles Station. Basically part of the campus of Northeastern University. Northeastern partnering up with the Boston Public School Athletics to be able to have this game. The Boys Soccer City Championship will also be at Carter Field. Coming up in about 4 minutes into this first half. As I mentioned before, Latin Academy so far has been dominating time of possession, or Latin School rather. Latin Academy hasn't been able to get into the attacking zone at all in these first couple of minutes. Latin Academy unable to get things going there as that'll go back to Latin School. Nice ball handling that time from Latin School, but nowhere to go with it. That goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolfpack. Good pursuit here for Latin School. Is the Wolfpack with a drive towards the net. Goal for Boston Latin. See if we could find out who the goal scorer was there for the Latin Wolfpack. Looks like that was number 5 for Boston Latin. Lila Conroy, the junior. I'm sorry, that was number 6, Rachel Kim. Burying that one for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. So they're on top 1-0 here within the first 5 minutes of the first half here in the Girls Soccer City Championship. We'll see how Latin Academy can respond after giving up that goal.
Lila, you gotta go tough, Lila. Oh, get pushed around. Yeah, they're gonna call that one, but not against my daughter, huh?
Looks like we might have had a hold over there on the far side of the field, so that'll be a free kick for Latin School. This time Latin Academy not allowing the Latin School Wolfpack an opportunity near the net. See if Latin Academy can try to get something going here, attacking on the other end of the field. As that ball's driven out of bounds, that'll go back to Latin Academy. Lady Dragons get that one taken away by the Wolfpack. Nice pass upfield there for Boston Latin. And that's driven out of bounds by Latin Academy. Excellent movement here from the Latin Wolfpack. Latin Academy is able to drive that out of there. Latin School, though, however, takes it right back. Nice looking lead pass up there for the Latin Wolfpack. That's going to be an offsides on Boston Latin, so that'll go back to Latin Academy. Off the free kick. Now Latin Academy got a little action back down into the offensive end. It's stolen right back by the Latin Wolfpack. Nice looking pass up there for the Boston Latin Wolfpack, but couldn't quite see who was out there in front for Boston Latin She could not corral it as it went down through the end line. We'll see if I think Latin School is going to get a corner kick here. I thought it was actually off of the Boston Latin Wolfpack, but it was off of Latin Academy. So Latin School now getting a corner kick. We'll see what they can do with it. Nice looking boot out in front, but a good job by Latin Academy defending. And Latin Academy drives it out of there. So nice job defensively there for the Latin Academy Dragons, preventing a good opportunity there for Boston Latin School. Latin School now stole it right back, but it's going to go through the end line back to Latin Academy. As I mentioned, Latin Academy Lady Dragons, 3-time city champions in girls soccer. They won last year 2-0 over O'Brien. 2018, they defeated O'Brien 1-0, and then they defeated O'Brien 3-1 back in 2017. So the past few seasons, it's been mostly Latin Academy and O'Brien at the top of the standings in the Boston City League. Nice little move that time by Lucy Ozawecki. Good action here for Latin Academy. Well, Latin School doing a nice job not allowing any penetration there inside the penalty box. Nice looking lead pass up the sideline there for the Latin Wolfpack. Can't tell what the call was there. Might have been a hold on Latin School, so that'll be a free kick for Latin Academy. Latin School, again, to get through that Latin Academy defense, but the Dragons were able to clear it out. Nice lead pass up the field there for Boston Latin, but again, Latin Academy able to hang on. Good save that time from the Latin keeper. Again, I believe that's Sadie Sheaver in the net for the Latin Academy Dragons. Nice pass up the field. That's going to be another offsides on the Wolfpack, however. So Latin School able to get into the attacking zone and try to get some action on that side of the field. They've had a couple of offsides penalties along with some pretty good defense there from Latin Academy over the last couple of minutes. After that first goal, it seems like the Latin Academy Wolfpack or Latin Academy Dragons have tightened up their defense, especially around that penalty box area. Another free kick here for Latin Academy. Excellent pass there for Latin School. Good opportunity. What a goal that time for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. That looked like it was Quinlan O'Brien, number 9, for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Beautiful shot up to the right corner as O'Brien scores the second goal for the Latin Academy Wolfpack here in the girls' Boston City Championship. Boston Latin now on top of Latin Academy 2-0. As we're about 10 minutes, over 10 minutes into the first half. Really nice shot that time from Quinlan. So Quinlan O'Brien, a senior on this Latin School team. Latin Academy still having a tough time getting through that midfield area to try to get any action into the scoring zone there, as Latin Academy, again, unable to get any type of penetration. Back comes the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Another nice pass to O'Brien. We'll see what she can do with it. Tries to squeeze it to the corner, but Latin Academy is there to deflect it back out. Latin School still applying pressure. Dragons able to get it away from the Wolfpack offensive zone. Boston Latin School trying for another nice lead pass there. And another goal for the Latin School Wolfpack, excuse me. Beautiful pass right down the middle of the field to Reagan O'Brien, who's the top scorer for the Boston Latin School Wolfpack. So she scores her first goal of the game. Reagan just a junior on this Latin Wolfpack team. It's now 3-0 Boston Latin Wolfpack. You know, with our vantage point, it was kind of tough to see how much room Reagan had if she had an opportunity for a shot there, but she's one of those types of players where she's got any type of room there in front. She's going to have an opportunity to score a goal. She's one of those types of players who doesn't need a lot of space to get a shot off. So 3-0 Boston Latin on top of Latin Academy here in the Girls Soccer City Championship. You see Latin School again dominating possession here in the first half. A drive that sails well ahead of the crossbar there for Latin School. So that'll go back to Latin Academy. Looks like they're going to rotate in a new goalie. So that last goal that time was for Reagan O'Brien, but Rachel Kim actually was the one who made that beautiful pass up the field to set up Reagan O'Brien. So Kim now with a goal and an assist so far here in the first half. So I believe this is actually, Latin Academy just changed goalies. I believe now this is Sadie Sheaver in the net for Latin Academy. Allison Tracy, I believe, was in there at the beginning of the game. Coach might go back to Allison later on, just depending on what happens here. We'll see if Sadie Sheaver can have a little bit more luck in the net there for Latin Academy. Once again, Latin School in the attacking zone, but unable to get a clean shot off there as Sheaver's there to clean it up. Go out of bounds back to Boston Latin Wolfpack. As we mentioned, Latin Wolfpack normally play in the Dual County League during the regular season, but of course because of the Fall 2 pandemic season that we're going through right now, the school certainly wanted to limit travel. Most of the time, Boston Latin School is traveling to Lincoln Sudbury, to Wayland, to a lot of the other teams, Acton Boxborough, a lot of the other teams in the Dual County League. So to limit travel, they had Latin School compete in the Boston City League this year, and that is how they are now in the Boston City Championship here this afternoon. 15 minutes gone by here in the first half. Boston Latin School on top of Latin Academy 3-0 here in the 2021 Fall 2 Girls Boston City Soccer Championship. Once again, a free kick here for Latin Academy as that ball was driven out of bounds by the Latin Wolfpack. Both these schools have been successful on the athletic fields over the past couple of years. Latin Academy's boys basketball team just won the city championship in the pandemic-shortened boys basketball season. And were in the city championship last year before losing to Tech Boston. The girls basketball team for Latin Academy, always in the city playoffs. The Latin Academy football team just lost a heartbreaker yesterday to O'Brien, but they are always at the top of the Boston North standings as well. Meanwhile, for Latin School, their girls hockey team actually made it all the way to the state semifinals last season. Just before the state championships were canceled because of the pandemic, they lost in the state semifinals. So two very good, successful athletic programs for both these schools. Another drive there for Latin School, but Latin Academy able to clear that one out. Kim with another nice-looking drive there as it goes over the net. Good deflection there by Sheaver as Kim blasted a rocket right at her there from the right side. So that'll be a corner kick for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the drive near the front of the net. And Latin Academy trying to clear it out. Scramble for the loose ball, and Latin School scores again off the corner kick. And once again, it was Reagan O'Brien in front. Very strong soccer player. She was able to get very physical there in front of the net to create some space and have the opportunity out in front. And really the keeper, Sadie Sheaver, really had no opportunity there to make a save as there was a wide open net there for Reagan O'Brien. So that's her second goal of the game. And Latin School on top 4-0. Coming up on the midway point here of the first half in the girls' Fall 2 Soccer City Championship. And now this is one of those new rules here for this Fall 2 and for this current pandemic high school sports seasons where the referees actually designate a water break for both teams. Players have to wear masks out on the field. The coaches are wearing masks. Referees are wearing masks. Everybody's wearing masks out on the field. So because of that, you get an extra water break for both these teams as they don't have to, they don't have to burn a timeout to allow their players to get a water break like this. Kind of take their mask off or at least pull it down, get a water break. It's sort of almost like a cooling off time as well. So good rule put in by the MIAA and the Boston City League also to have things like that. So we're about midway through the first half here of the Girls Soccer City Championship from Carter Field in Roxbury. Folks, if you want to follow us on social media, you can see which games we're going to be covering as we continue our coverage of Boston City League athletics. You can go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/BCLA Facebook.com/Game of the Week Boston. A lot of good stuff up on that site. We post the links of what that allow you to watch these games live on YouTube. You can also go back to the Facebook page afterwards to watch the games again, or if you missed the game, you can go back there. There's links there. There's also updates on what games we're going to be covering. We put up pictures and a lot of good stuff up there, so make sure you like us on Facebook. You can also follow us. You can go to our website, www.boston.gov/cable. You scroll to the bottom of the screen, click on the Game of the Week tab, and that'll route you to our video library. You can check out a lot of different games we've covered over the years, mostly basketball and football over the past few seasons. And finally, you can follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. We tweet out all the links and updates on which games we're going to be covering as well. So you follow us on our social media pages, you're going to know which games we're going to be covering as we continue our coverage here. This is actually going to be the last day of the Fall 2 season coverage. So the next sport that we hope to cover live on Game of the Week will possibly be the Boston Neighborhood Basketball League in the summer. That usually starts in July. We're hoping, depending on the rules with the pandemic and how everything's going to be worked out, we're hoping we can actually get our truck back out there to cover games. We can have a full production. But very happy to bring you this somewhat limited but still an opportunity to bring this live production to you folks at home. And we know in the boys' game we have some folks overseas that are going to be watching, so we're very happy to do that as well. So out of the timeout, Latin Academy now with a free kick. As we're inside 21 minutes left to go here in the first half. Boston Latin Wolfpack on top of Latin Academy 4-0. Latin School right now just getting down the field quicker than Latin Academy. Dragons trying to keep Latin School out of the attacking zone. There's a nice job there by the Dragons to clear it out. Here comes Kim once again. She's had a couple of nice shots so far, but Sheaver is there to make the stop. So far, Latin Academy, I believe, there's only one shot on goal right now, so we'll see if they can find some opportunities here. But defensively, they got to tighten up just a bit. Because that was out of bounds off of Latin Academy, so that was a free kick to Latin School. See there at Carter Field, there's also a football field on the far end of this facility too. So you see also some soccer, some football. Sometimes Northeastern uses a lot of these fields for their intramural sports as well. You see kickball and frisbee and all that kind of stuff. So it's great that Northeastern, who often partners up with Boston Public School Athletics to allow the City League to use facilities. And we also want to thank Northeastern. They actually hooked us up with this mobile press box where our cameraman, Carlisle Payne, is actually set up. It gives us a little more height on our camera. It really helps with the broadcast. Another drive that time from Latin School and another goal from the Wolfpack. Looked like it was number 30 for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. That's Ellie Goodfield, one of the senior captains for this squad, as she buries that one home for a 5-0 lead for Boston Latin.
Come on, Lila, get it. Go, girl.
Latin Academy now showing a little bit of life here as they were trying to attack up the field. Here comes Latin Academy. Here comes Boston Latin School right back. A little breakaway here as Latin School unable to get a clean shot off. However, Latin Academy doing a nice job there closing things up right in front of the net. But here back comes Kim. Kim's been very active here in the first half with a goal and an assist so far for the Wolfpack. Kim with a nice little move to get inside the penalty box. Here comes Kim. And that time it's deflected, and Cheever's able to pick it up there for Latin Academy. Comes Kim again. Showing off some fancy dribbling skills. No call there as Kim is still back down on the turf, getting up gingerly. See if Latin Academy can try to dig this one out here. Back come the Dragons. See if they can get some kind of offensive spark here late in the first half. That's going to be offsides on the Boston Latin Wolfpack. As I mentioned, Latin Academy, three-time defending city champs, and over the last 3 seasons, they've actually had some really good players, including Lizzie Frattaroli, who's actually the MVP of the City League tournament back as a sophomore in 2017 and as a senior in 2019. She's graduated, so they certainly miss her and a few other good players. Fiona Mannion, who's a very good basketball player, is now at Adelphi University playing Division II college basketball, was the goalkeeper for Latin Academy for many years. Latin Academy now getting that corner kick in the far corner there for the Dragons. We'll see if they can take advantage of this opportunity. And Wolfpack there to deny the Dragons. They'll get a free kick now from the sideline. Again, still Latin Academy still struggling to get any type of free, clean look near the net, and that's why they haven't been able to put one home just yet. We'll see if they get another opportunity just like that from the corner. Here comes Latin Academy with a nice little drive. It's and stolen right back by Kim. As I mentioned, Rachel Kim so far today has been very active on both sides. Here comes Latin Academy, or Latin School rather, now on a breakaway, but Latin Academy there to steal the ball away to prevent any type of odd man rush. And that one's going to go out of bounds off of Latin School. Got a shoelace timeout here with about 13 minutes left to go in the first half in the girls' 2021 Fall 2 Soccer City Championship. Latin School leads Latin Academy 5-0. You mentioned Rachel Kim here in the first half, how active she's been. She's got a goal and now 2 assists. And she assisted on that last goal for Reagan O'Brien. Latin School with a 5-goal lead and looking for more here late in the first half. Cheever's able to pick that one up for Latin Academy. You see Lucy Ozawecki for Latin Academy trying to get something going here for the Dragons. And here comes Latin Academy. Coming up on under 10 minutes left to go here in the first half. Latin School with a 5-goal lead against Latin Academy. Dragons just having a tough time getting anywhere offensively. There you saw Sarah Petit trying to make a move. Petit, one of the midfielders for the Dragons, and once again stolen away here from the Latin Wolfpack. Nothing going there for Boston Latin School, but they're able to hang on to it. Here comes Rachel Kim again. Kim with a beautiful lead pass up the field there as Sarah Young couldn't quite corral it for Boston Latin Wolfpack, and Latin Academy able to deflect it back up the field. Kim's still there, however, for Wolfpack. She's got to be tough to play against. She seems to be everywhere so far here for Boston Latin. That's Molly Banyan there for the Latin Wolfpack. Now it's Kim again. And once again, the Wolfpack, that time almost able to score another goal. It hit one of the uprights there on the goal post. But there's Latin School able to try to bury that one. I thought that one went in, but it actually went off the side of the goal post. I couldn't quite tell if that was offsides on Latin School. I believe it was, so that'll be a free kick for Latin Academy. Dragons right now, I believe, only one shot attempt so far in this first half. They've really had a tough time trying to get it down into the offensive end.
Yeah, Lila, get it, Lila. Come on, Lila. Come on, Lila.
Again, still trying to have a tough time getting through midfield so far for Latin Academy as the Latin Wolfpack defense has been swallowing up the Dragons. We'll see if the Dragons get something going here. Here comes Rachel Kim again. Always dangerous in the open field. Kim already with 2 assists and a goal in this one. Kim with a move to the right side, but it's deflected out of bounds by Latin Academy. That'll be a corner kick for the Wolfpack. We had a substitution there for Boston Latin School. Yeah, nice save that time by Sheaver off the corner kick. See if Latin Academy can get anything going here late in the first half. Dragons with the drive right down the right sideline there. We'll see if they can get to it. They are not able to. That goes out of bounds. Oh, close to the sideline. I thought it was going to go out of bounds. Little collision there near midfield, but Latin Academy now with an opportunity here. We'll see what the Dragons can do with it. Wolfpack doing a nice job. Their defenders keeping it out of that penalty box area. Latin Wolfpack once again denied chance on that one. Good job by the Latin Academy defense to clear that one out. Oh, they were looking for Lucy Ozawecki up the field there, but unable to get to it. But here comes Latin Academy again. That might have been a trip there from Latin School. But a nice job defensively for the Wolfpack there. That was Sylvia Garnata off the deflection. But Latin Academy will get a chance here with the free kick after that went out of bounds off of the Wolfpack. So we'll see here late in the first half if Latin Academy can get something going. That looked like some kind of penalty on the Wolfpack. Might have been a hold there for Latin School. So that'll be a free kick for Latin Academy. Ozawecki. And Latin School is there. Latin Academy still hanging tough, though. And that goes out of bounds off of the Lady Dragons back to the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Latin School keeping it in their offensive zone, or Latin Academy rather, keeping it in the offensive zone. We'll see what they can do with it here. Latin School with a foul right near the edge of midfield, so we'll see if Latin Academy will again get a free kick here. We'll see if they can get anything going towards the net here late in the first half. Latin Academy looking towards the middle of the field here, stolen away by the Wolfpack. Looks like that was out of bounds off of Latin Academy, so that'll give the Wolfpack a free kick here late in the first half. It's Boston Latin School on top of Latin Academy 5-0 here in the Girls City Soccer Championship. Wolfpack going back down the other way. Nice pass up. That's denied by the Latin Academy Dragons, as that time it was Sarah Young, the junior, who had an opportunity after a nice lead pass up the field, but it was Latin Academy there to deny. So that'll be the corner kick for the Latin School Wolfpack. There's Young again. Gets it stolen away by Latin Academy. I think it's going to be a trip on the Wolfpack, so that'll be a free kick for the Lady Dragons here. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go. I believe this is actually the stoppage time towards the end of the half, so see if Latin Academy can get anything going here. And that's going to do it for the first half here from Carter Field in Roxbury. It's the Latin Academy, or rather the Boston Latin Wolfpack, leading the Latin Academy Dragons 5-0 here in the first half. And as we mentioned in the open, that these two teams met twice in the regular season. It was the Boston Latin Academy Wolfpack who were the ones that came out victoriously in those two matchups, 7-0, and we're seeing how that probably what happened in the first two games is really what's happening right now. Boston Latin Wolfpack dominating possession in that first half. Rachel Kim had an outstanding first half, 2 goals and an assist for her. She was all over the field, and certainly we see the scoring prowess of Reagan O'Brien, who had 2 goals as well. So, it's certainly a tough team to stop. Latin Academy has got their hands full defensively. They've switched goalies. The new goalie, Sheaver, I believe it's Sheaver who's in the net now, gave up 2 goals of her own. Just tough for these goalkeepers because there's some wide open shots and some really nice shots made by the Latin Academy, Boston Latin School Wolfpack, excuse me. So Latin School on top of Latin Academy, 5-0 here in the first half of the girls' City Championship, City Soccer Championship here in the Fall 2 season. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll hopefully have some halftime stats for you, and then we'll try to get going here in the second half of the girls' Soccer City Championship. Make sure you stick around.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
Yes.
you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
All right, Monroe, you ready? Monroe. Here we go, the butterfly. Ready? Ooh.
I am what hunger looks like in America.
I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch. Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs, and that's still not enough to put food on the table. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Imagine being fired because of who you love. Imagine being denied medical treatment because of who you marry. Imagine being evicted because of who you are. Millions of Americans don't have to imagine this. They have to live it. Because in 30 states, it's legal to discriminate against LGBT people.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Game of the Week, folks. Here we're at the half of the Girls 2021 Fall 2 Boston City Championship between Latin Academy and Boston Latin School. The Boston Latin School Wolfpack on top 5-0 over the Latin Academy Lady Dragons. We got some halftime stats here for you, folks. And for the team stats in particular, possession 58% for Boston Latin. Wolfpack Latin Academy at 42%, 18 shots from Boston Latin. So you see how many opportunities they've had offensively for just 1 shot for Latin Academy. Shots on goal, 10 from Boston Latin and 0 for Latin Academy. Then for saves, Boston Latin hasn't had any saves because they haven't had to see a lot of action there in the front of the net. 5 saves for Latin Academy. 4 corner kicks for the Boston Latin Wolfpack, 1 for the Latin Academy Dragons, and 4 fouls on Boston Latin. So as you can see, Boston Latin Wolfpack dominating possession, a lot more shots on the net, and their goalies just haven't. Their goalie hasn't had to do much at all here in the first half. Juliette Lowry, she hasn't seen a lot of action in front of her whatsoever. Latin Academy's both goalies have been in there. I believe it was Allison Tracy who was in there first, and then Sadie Sheaver was brought in later. So. Both goalies, had a lot of action in front of them, had to face a lot of shots, and they had a few saves. But they also some of the opportunities for the Wolfpack were so good that it was almost the goalies just didn't have a chance at some of those goals. So it was really tough there in the first half for them. We'll see if Latin Academy can really try to get back down the other end of the field as soon as they get a deflection. Their counterattack needs to be a little bit stronger. We'll see if they can do that in the second half. As for individual stats here, Rachel Kim, who was probably the best player in the first half by far, number 6 there for Latin School. She had a goal and 2 assists for the Latin School Wolfpack, and also Quinlan O'Brien had a goal. Reagan O'Brien, the leading scorer, with 2 goals for Boston Latin School, and also Ellie Goodfield with a goal for Boston Latin School. So we're at the start here of the second half between Boston Latin and Latin Academy. Now Latin Academy going from left to right. Boston Latin School going from right to left. Latin School again in the purple, all purple and white uniforms. Latin Academy in the white and black uniforms. It looks like we got an offsides there on Latin School. Nice drive down the field there for Latin Academy. We'll see if they can get anything going here to start the half. It's one of those things, too, especially in high school sports, where when you still don't have your first score of the game, you start to kind of tense up. You try to get it all back at once. And right now, Latin Academy, if they can put one in here to start the second half, I think that'll, you'll see the team, get a little energized, a little pep in their step there. So we'll see if they can try to put one home here to start things off in the second half and really get things going. But again, Latin Academy not able to get anything towards the front of the net so far in this one. It's really been tough. Ozawecki now. Again, it gets it stolen away by the Wolfpack. Here comes Boston Latin School. Beautiful lead pass up the field. This time for the Latin Wolfpack. Streaking down the field was O'Brien. She scores another one. Reagan O'Brien with another blast, this time straight up the gut. Her third goal of the game. The junior for the Boston Latin Wolfpack puts her squad on top 6-0 here at the start of the second half. Reagan O'Brien coming in as the leading scorer for Boston Latin. In the semifinals game against East Boston, Reagan O'Brien had a goal and 3 assists for the Wolfpack. Here comes Kim now. Beautiful move by Kim, but she drives that one well over the top of the goal post, so that'll go back to Latin Academy. Latin Academy trying to set things up here with the free kick. Latin Academy now with an opportunity. Now it's poked away that time by the Wolfpack. We'll see if the Dragons can try to drive the ball up the field on the counterattack. Kim, a nice lead pass up the field once again. Wolfpack now attacking, but it's Shiva right there to pick that one up for Latin Academy. That's going to be another offsides on the Wolfpack. As we mentioned before, Latin School normally competing in the dual county league against the likes of Acton Boxborough, Wayland, Lincoln Sudbury. But because of the pandemic shortened season, they wanted Latin School to limit their travel throughout the year, so that's why they are right now competing in the Boston City League for the first time in a long time. Meanwhile, on the other side, Latin Academy, 3-time defending city champs. Nice drive that time by Sheaver. We'll see if Latin Academy can take advantage of it, but it's the Wolfpack coming right back. It's going to be a foul on Latin Academy. Wolfpack with some more penetration, but that shot was well wide of the goal. As we've been saying all along for these past few months, you know, very strange season, of course, in time of year for these teams to be playing in this sort of late spring now. I know some players probably play spring soccer, and certainly they play in the summer. It's weird for these high school teams to be playing this time of the year, but the athletic department was able to squeeze this fall 2 season as you see a collision. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Wolfpack. So the schedules for a lot of these sports teams in these high schools are really tight. Basketball season ended in late February. These fall 2 season games, whether it was soccer, football, and volleyball, all started, you know, about mid-March, even in early March. They started practicing certainly in early March. So you had a quick turnaround from basketball to either soccer or football, and then now it's going to be a quick turnaround to the spring sports season, which is essentially starting a little late, but for the most part being on schedule, as they're starting here in the sort of mid to late April months. I know the spring tournaments are going to go well into June. They extended the season a little bit, try to fit all these seasons in, but you're essentially fitting all 3 high school sports seasons into really a 6-month period. Another reason why Latin School also did not compete in the dual county league. Some of the soccer leagues for some of the high schools here in Massachusetts ended up playing during the normal season. Here's a breakaway here for Latin School, but nice job by Cheever with the save. Beautiful job by Cheever. Faced an odd man rush there, but she was able to gobble up that shot from Latin School. So I believe the dual county league actually played their soccer season during the fall. Most football teams, no football teams in Massachusetts played during the fall season, but soccer teams, some soccer teams did. So I believe the dual county league actually had a season back in the fall, but Latin School, because they're part of the Boston Public Schools system, did not have a season in the fall, and that's why they're competing in the Boston City League this year. Latin Academy now doing a nice job defensively, keeping the Wolfpack out of there. Kim trying to get another pass up the middle for the Wolfpack. Nice lead pass up the field. That time it's going to be an offsides once again on the Wolfpack, as it was Kathleen Terry, the sophomore. She had eyes the size of saucers for that opportunity there, but of course offsides. That'll go back to Latin Academy. Again, Latin School having a tough time getting through midfield for most of this game. Almost another opportunity there for the Wolfpack. But a nice job digging it out by Latin Academy. Here come the Wolfpack again on the attack. Here comes Rachel Kim with an opening. Kim towards the net, drives it high off the crossbar, but unable to put it home. Kim had a great opportunity that time, but went a little too high with it, sailed a little upward, and got knocked off the crossbar. As we've said so far, Rachel Kim has had an excellent game here this morning as she has a goal and 2 assists. She almost had her second goal of the game for her 4th point, but as we mentioned, that one sailed a little too high. Wouldn't be surprised if she got another opportunity here in the second half. Kim that time drives it up the field to O'Brien. And it looked like O'Brien got tripped up there. Don't believe there was a call. I think that's going to be a corner kick for Latin School. Well, they called it off of the Wolfpack, so that'll be a free kick for Latin Academy. That one goes out of bounds and will stay with Latin Academy. Lady Dragons trying to get something going here. Latin Wolfpack coming back up with the possession, however, as Latin Academy still not creating any opportunities for themselves so far, as the Wolfpack's defense has been swallowing up this Latin Academy pursuit. Kim again with a nice lead pass up the field. I believe she's looking for Quinlan O'Brien. As that one's knocked out of bounds, Quinlan will now take care of the corner kick for the Latin Wolfpack. I believe it's actually going to be a free kick as that went out of bounds to the sideline. No, it is going to be a corner kick, excuse me. O'Brien looking for some room. Now it's Kim. Sophia Serig tried to drive it into that penalty box area, but Latin Academy doing a nice job digging it out. Ozarowski. Wolfpack come right back with it. Here comes Kim. Got a little bit of a breakaway. She's got one man to beat. Nice little pass there for the goal again by Megan O'Brien as Kim delivered a beautiful pass to the right side for O'Brien with the strike. Reagan O'Brien now with 4 goals in this one. Rachel Kim with 3 assists. And the Latin School Wolfpack now on top 7-0 here in the Girls Boston City Championship. Reagan O'Brien has been the one scoring the goals. We knew coming in she was one of their top scorers. She's a junior. She'll be coming back next year. Rachel Kim, the senior, just continues to play an excellent game. She's 3 assists and a goal, and almost had another goal here for Latin Academy, or for Latin School rather, in this one. Want to make sure that our head coaches get their due here, as Kara Stafford, the head coach for Latin Academy, on the sideline for the Lady Dragons. Then for the Boston Latin Wolfpack, it's John Rudzinski, the head coach. This season's been tough on some of these coaches just because it's just such a strange schedule for them. But they've done a great job here in the Fall 2 season to get their teams ready for all these games. A lot less practice time for a lot of these teams as well. As there you see Virginia Durkin trying to get something going there for the Wolfpack. That goes out of bounds off of Latin Academy. Durkin now with it in the corner there. Rachel Kim with a beautiful pass there at the top of the penalty box. Latin Academy did a nice job taking it away, however. Here comes Latin Academy now. They keep missing on that lead pass up the field there. We'll see if they can get one of those to go there, as that goes off of Allie Golden of the Wolfpack. So Latin Academy now with a free kick here. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. If they can set something up, try to create an opportunity for themselves. Another lead pass right to the middle of the field there for the Wolfpack. And we'll see if Quinlan O'Brien can chase it down. She does. Nice drive to the front of the net, but the opportunity was lost there. She was looking for Virginia Durkin, but Virginia couldn't corral it. Boston Latin School continuing to dominate possession here in the second half. Latin Academy now with a free kick. But it's the Wolfpack who hang on to possession here. Latin Academy doing a nice job taking it away, however. Rachel Kim now trying to set things up for the Wolfpack. Kim looking to get by the defender. Now we're going to slow it up for Boston Latin. Sophia Serig. She gets it taken away by the Dragons. Thought I heard a whistle there, but play continues as Kim tries to drive it toward the net, but it's Sheevers there for the save for the Latin Academy Dragons. And that one goes out of bounds back to the Latin Wolfpack. Nice drive in front of the net. Serig finds the left corner for her first goal of the game. Looked like that was off the foot of Quinlan O'Brien with a nice pass to Serig on the right side of that penalty box. And Serig scores her first goal of the game, and now Latin School on top 8-0 over Latin Academy. So Sophia Serig with her first goal. She's actually one of the captains for these teams, and I think we're at the water break mark here of the second half. And as we mentioned, in both football and soccer, and it also happened during the winter sports and basketball, and it happens in volleyball too in this Fall 2 season, the referees are allowed to have a designated water break for these teams, because all the players have to wear masks out on the field. The referees have to wear a mask. This allows players to take a breather, get a drink of water, pull the mask off a little bit to try to just get some air, give them an opportunity to kind of reset. It also doesn't cost the team a timeout. Neither team has to lose a timeout because of this water break, but they can take advantage of this with a timeout. There you see the head coach of Latin Academy, Kara Stafford, talking to her troops there. So this functions as a timeout, but it's a referee-designated water break. So certainly going to be tough for Latin Academy to try to come back in this one. But, like any team, you certainly don't want to be shut out. So they would love to see a goal up on the scoreboard at some point today for Latin Academy. As we mentioned, Latin School plays in a very normally plays in a very competitive dual county league. You can see the type of team that they've had this season. But because of the pandemic, dual county league actually had their soccer season in the fall, where the Boston Public Schools teams did not compete in that dual county league. So Latin School competed in the Boston City League here in the Fall 2 season, and that's why they are now competing against the City League teams and have been undefeated throughout the year and are now in the City Championship. Latin Academy, as we mentioned, three-time defending City champions. Doesn't look like it's going to be 4 here in 2021. However, Latin Academy, again, doing a great job getting to the City Championship. They actually lost the City Championship. The last time they lost the City Championship was back in 2016 when they lost to East Boston. And then before that, they won the year before where they beat East Boston 4-2. So the last time Latin Academy wasn't even in the Girls Soccer City Championship was 2014, back when East Boston blanked O'Brien 3-0. So Latin Academy has been now in 7 straight city championships. So, despite the score here today, once again getting to the city championship, Latin Academy has done such a good job in their girls soccer program. See if the Dragons can get something going here in the second half. See the Wolfpack controlling things here in midfield. Nice pass towards the front of the net there for the Wolfpack, but Sheaver is able to pick it up there for Latin Academy. Wolfpack still with a chance there, but Sheaver's able to pick it up once again for Latin Academy. Sheaver's done a nice job so far here in the second half. I know she's given up a few goals, but has had a few really nice saves too. This score could be even more out of hand if it wasn't for Sheaver. Boy, Rachel Kim continues her outstanding play so far here this afternoon. Able to control that ball there. Nice drive in front of the net by Kim. But Wolfpack unable to get anything towards the net. Here comes Latin Academy back down towards midfield. We'll see Ozowecki with a nice drive down the sideline, but the Wolfpack corralled it but knocked it out of bounds. That'll stay with Latin Academy. This is the furthest they've been down on their offensive end of the field in a while, so we'll see if they can set something up here. Another nice lead pass that time from the Wolfpack. That was Mackenzie Strachan with that pass, but Latin Academy is there to deny Kathleen Terry. Academy with a nice pass up the field there, as we'll see if they can try to get anything going. Finally, the keeper for Boston Latin School, Juliet Lowry, there to deny that one. Lowry has not seen a lot of action today as the Wolfpack defense has been so good. That'll be a free kick for the Latin Academy Dragons. Wolfpack now with a free kick here. 8-0 lead over the Latin Academy Dragons here in the Girls Soccer City Championship. Nice job here by Kathleen Terry on the rush, but it's Latin Academy able to deny her any free space. Dragons get anything through. Nice pass up there for Latin Academy. We'll see if they can chase it down. Good speed there from the Wolfpack, however, to chase down the loose. So that goes out of bounds. Back to the Wolfpack there. It's Latin Academy with their best breakaway chance so far here in the second half. Looks like we're past the midway point here of the second half of the Girls Boston City Championship. About 18 minutes, I believe, left to go. That one goes out of bounds off of Latin Academy. Latin Academy gets that one back after that was driven out of bounds off of Virginia Durkin. Another substitution here for Latin Academy. I'm sure the coaches are trying to get a lot of different players in. This is the last game of this Fall 2 season, so especially with the score the way it is, it's an opportunity for a lot of other players to get some more time out on the field before the season ends. Knocked out of bounds by Latin School. Here comes Latin Academy. We'll see if they can get something going here. Another breakaway opportunity for the Wolfpack, and they drive it home. That was a blast that time from Boston Latin School. Couldn't quite tell who hit the shot there for the Wolfpack. Try to get the number for you. Now that was number 16, Mackenzie Strachan, the sophomore, with a deep shot from well beyond the penalty box there. She drills that one home for Latin School. They're now on top 9-0 over Latin Academy. Well, this Boston Latin Wolfpack team, very quick. They get to the ball so quickly, both on the offensive and defensive ends. And that looked like it was offsides on Latin School, so I go back to Latin Academy. Another good offensive opportunity here for the Wolfpack. And that one just wide of the net there, as I didn't even think that had a chance, but that one got close to that left goal post. So Sadie Sheaver heads to the bench. Opportunity for another goalie here for Latin Academy to get some time. I believe that's Brianna Felamu Lawrence, the freshman for Latin Academy, in the net now for the Dragons. So as I mentioned, with the score the way it is, it's late in the second half here in the Girls Boston City Championship. Last game of the season, a lot of players getting some opportunities. And, of course, Coach Stafford probably wants to see a little bit of what she's got in her freshman, Brianna Felamu Lawrence. So she's now in the net for Latin Academy. We got a player down on the turf there, as it looked like it was Sarah Young who got tripped up a little bit. Penalty kick there, and it's Sarah Young putting it home for Latin School. I apologize for not setting that up well, folks, but Young with a beautiful drive towards the net right there off the penalty kick, and she buries it home for Latin School. They get to double digits here in the Girls City Championship, 10-0. Boston Latin on top. Sarah Young, the junior, bends it in there for the Wolfpack. A lot of different players for this Wolfpack team getting involved. So far, we've had 7 different players score goals for Boston Latin. You got Rachel Kim, Sophia Serig scored just a few minutes ago. Quinlan O'Brien, Reagan O'Brien's got 4 goals. Mackenzie Strachan, Sarah Young just scored, and Ellie Goodfield scored in the first half. So you get a lot of players getting in on the action here for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. As we mentioned before, this will be the first of 2 games here this morning. Boys game will be this afternoon at 12:30, so just basically immediately following this game, the boys will get a chance to warm up, and then it'll be their turn right around 12:30 to get things going. Latin Academy defensively doing a nice job there. We'll see if they can corral the ball before it does go out of bounds. And I see Sarah Young, who just scored that goal. Now looking for another opportunity, streaking down the sideline. I think that went out of bounds, so that'll go back to Latin Academy. Lady Dragons with the free kick. Once again, stolen away by the Wolfpack. Nice little pass up the sideline there for Boston Latin. We'll see if they can chase it down. They can. Great opportunity here for Boston Latin. But the Dragons are able to clear it out for the moment. Nice job defensively there for the Wolfpack. Mariana Colque, the senior. And that one goes off for Young. That'll go back to Latin Academy. I believe there's 9, maybe even 10 seniors on this Latin Academy, Latin Wolfpack team rather. So Boston Latin, with that senior leadership certainly helps to have a successful season, especially in a season when things are so backwards with the timing of the schedule and things getting moved around and playing in a different league. When you have all those seniors, they're able to adapt to those type of changes well, and we see that here for Latin School. Latin School also bringing back a good amount of juniors next season, as Reagan O'Brien will be coming back. She's their leading scorer. Virginia Durkin. Allie Golden will be coming back as a senior next year. Sarah Young will be a senior next year. So they still have some good players that will be coming back next season. Certainly going to miss players like Rachel Kim, Sophia Serig, a captain, Brielle Sullivan, a captain, and Ellie Goodfield, also a captain. They'll miss them next year. They certainly have some talent in their juniors and sophomores that we're seeing so far today, where they should, again, have another successful season in the normal fall 2021 high school sports season. We're hoping that things will be back to normal at that point. Latin Academy. So looking for that first score of the game. believe we got a trip there just outside the circle on Latin Academy, or on Latin School rather, so Latin Academy will hang on. And the Dragons are able to keep it in, but no one home there near the net to try to get any type of opportunity for Latin Academy. Looks like we're in stoppage time now, so just a few minutes left here in the Girls Soccer City Championship. Boston Latin School on top 10-0 over Latin Academy. Here's another opportunity for Mariana Kolku. Rachel Kim still out there as a senior directing traffic for this Latin School team, but it's Latin Academy who was able to come up with a steal there. So Latin School will hang on and win the Fall 2 Girls City Soccer Championship. Dominating performance here this morning at Carter Field in Roxbury, just off of Columbus Ave. Here comes Mariana back down the other end. We'll see if she gets a chance with a shot on net. Here comes Kim. Beautiful move by Kim. And that's deflected by Latin Academy. And that is going to do it for this one as the Boston Latin School Wolfpack hang on to defeat the Latin Academy Dragons 10-0 here in the Girls Soccer City Championship in the Fall 2 season. Nice shot by our cameraman Carlisle Payne, getting a team huddle there for the Latin Wolfpack. Again, Latin Academy certainly had a tough day today, but once again, getting in the city championship. I mean, Latin Academy has now been in, as we mentioned before, 7 straight Boston City championships on the girls' soccer side of the ball. So still an accomplishment just to get to this point for Latin Academy. They've been so good in the Boston City League for so long, but it's Boston Latin School taking home the title this year in this Fall 2 season. We're going to see if we can get a trophy shot here at the end of the game. Normally the athletic director, Avery Esdale, who's at the field now, is normally going to have a big trophy presentation. They don't do the handshakes at the end of the game still because of the pandemic. They don't do a lot of the post-game rituals that they normally would. We'll see if there's any type of trophy shot whatsoever. Try to hang on to this for a little bit longer. If not, that's okay. But Latin School defeating Latin Academy 10-0 in the Girls Fall 2 City Soccer Championship. Sometimes I think the coach is handing out some T-shirts as well to his team. Beautiful day so far here in Boston. It's going to get even warmer throughout this Saturday afternoon. Players get medals. I still haven't seen the actual team trophy for the Boston Latin Wolfpack. Not sure if they're doing it in this one in particular just because of the Fall 2 season and so forth, but Latin School defeating Latin Academy in the Girls City Soccer Championship. Here in 2021, as I mentioned, they'll have their normal soccer season, hopefully, in the fall of 2021, in the next school year. But just because it was a strange season doesn't make this city championship any less exciting for this Boston Latin School soccer team. As there you see the Latin School Wolfpack getting some T-shirts and some medals here to win the city championship. So congratulations to the Boston Latin Wolfpack. I believe they went undefeated during the season. Here in the Boston City League, they defeat Latin Academy 10-0 here this morning. Actually, it was not in the afternoon. It was in the morning. This game over at Carter Field in Roxbury. So congratulations to the Wolfpack. Latin Academy Dragons, obviously, like I mentioned, tough day today. They were in their 7th straight Girls City Championship. That's just an accomplishment in and of itself, so congratulations to them as well in a very good season. I'm sure we'll see them right back in the mix next year. Final stats for you for this Girls City Championship soccer game. Boston Latin School with 57% possession, where Latin Academy just 43%. 31 shots from Latin School, with just 1 shot for Latin Academy. 19 shots on goal for the Wolfpack. 0 shots on goal for the Dragons. 0 saves for Boston Latin. Latin Academy just didn't have any clean looks today. The Wolfpack defense, even though there's 10 goals on the board for the Latin School offense, in the kind of production they had today, Latin School defense did a great job as well. 0 shots on goal. And 0 saves for Boston Latin because they didn't need it. 9 saves on the Latin Academy side. Shiva, I thought, had some really nice saves, especially in the second half. She had some times where there was just nothing she could do. There was just a wide open net, and she couldn't really do much about it. But she did have some nice saves there in the second half. Corner kicks, 5 for Boston Latin. 1 for Latin Academy, 5 fouls on Boston Latin, and 5 fouls on Latin Academy. A lot of players got into the action on the scoring side for Latin School. Reagan O'Brien, we knew coming in, she was one of their top scorers. She had 4 goals today. Rachel Kim, I thought, played the best out of anybody out on the field today. She had 3 assists and a goal for Latin School. Sophia Serig with a goal. Quinlan O'Brien with a goal. Mackenzie Strachan with a goal. Sarah Young with a goal, and Ellie Goodfield with a goal. So a lot of players getting involved today for the Latin Wolfpack, including 2 of their captains getting goals as seniors in their last game in a Boston Latin Wolfpack uniform. So always good to see seniors get involved in one of their last games of their high school career. So folks, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Game of the Week. Once again, if you want to follow us on social media, the first thing you can do is go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/GameOfTheWeekBoston for a lot of different updates of what games we're going to be covering. We post the links of the games after the game broadcasts are over, so make sure you go there. You like us on Facebook. You can also go to our website, www.boston.gov/cable. Scroll to the bottom of the screen, click on Game of the Week, and you can go to our video library where we have a lot of games that we've covered in the past. You can check those out as well. And finally, you can follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. I want to thank our crew for doing a great job in this Girls City Championship soccer game. Carlisle Payne on camera, Mia Briganti engineering, Ethan Vara is directing back there, and Desmond Lefebvre doing a lot of different things, doing audio, he's doing stats, he's doing a lot of great stuff for us. So our crew's done a fabulous job throughout these 2 actually pandemic-shortened seasons. So I want to thank you guys. We got another game coming up. Here is the Boys City League Soccer Championship. It's going to be at 12:30. If you go to one of our social media pages, you can see the link and you can watch it on your phone, on your tablet, any mobile device, your computer, or you can actually watch it on TV on Boston City TV's television channel. So make sure you check out our social media sites to see the Boys City Championship coming up in just a bit. But we're going to say so long here from Boston City TV studios here on Game of the Week. We'll see you next time, folks. Have a good day.